and welcome to another product review. Now, in today's review, I am going to be reviewing a Monster High doll. I am going to be reviewing this doll, Lorna McNessie. She is one of the newer dolls that's out at the moment. She is from the Monster Exchange line. I was given her as a birthday present. My boyfriend gave her to me, and he bought her for me because I had wanted her, but also because myself and my boyfriend were pretty excited that there is finally a Scottish Monster High character. For those of you who don't know, or probably can't tell by my accent, I am from Scotland. I'm from right up in the north, and I'm actually happy that there is a Scottish Monster High character. So, I actually don't know how much my boyfriend paid for her, because as I said, she was a gift. He bought her in Toys R Us though. However, she is available in other stores in the UK. I have seen her in Asda, and I've seen her in Tesco, and from what I know, Argos also have her as well. But Toys R Us is definitely your best bet for getting this, because they usually get the newer releases first, and they usually seem to have the newer releases in there. So yeah, they're definitely your best bet for getting the newer dolls. Now, before I go ahead and open her up, let me quickly show you the box. The front has the Monster High logos, except rather than being printed onto the box, these are glued onto the inside of the plastic window. The box also has various stamp designs on the side, and a big picture of Lorna at the front, and underneath it has her name. So the warning information at the bottom. On the side, there's another big picture of Lorna, and her name is at the top. And there's also a Monster High logo at the bottom. The back of the box has a really big mugshot of Lorna. It's quite a nice picture, this one, actually. I mean, when I first saw her design, I wasn't entirely sure, because I thought she was a bit stereotypical. Because stereotypical Scottish people are usually portrayed as having red hair and lots of tartan, and I thought she was too much of a stereotype and I wasn't going to get her. But I actually really like her design, and as I've said, I am happy there's a Scottish character now. And underneath that, it has the name of the line that she comes from, which is the Monster Exchange. This is the European variant, this is the European box. I've seen on the American box that it has like a basic bio of the character underneath the picture, but on this one it just has the line name and the Monster High logo, and then all the product information, the bottom, and the Monster High website. Now, the other side of the box isn't that interesting, it's just a plastic window. You can see the side of the doll. Now, a few of you have probably noticed, or someone's probably noticed, that her bags come loose. I have no idea how that happened. It probably wasn't secured properly in the factory, or something like that. But it's loose. It arrived at my house loose. My boyfriend sent it to me in the post, because we don't live in the same part of the UK. I'm up in Scotland and he's all the way down in the south of England. So yeah, he had to post this to me, and her bag may have come loose in the post. I'm not, as I said, I'm not sure. But since I'll be taking her out of the package in a minute, that's not really a big problem. So I am now going to go ahead and open Lorna up off camera, and I will be back once I've taken her out of the box. Now I am back, and I managed to get Lorna out of the box. Now, first off, her hair. The front of it is a lovely bright orange colour with lighter streaks through it. It is tightly curled, on the top of her head, and it's held in place with a fair bit of gel product. And there is a small elastic band holding it in place as well. The back of her hair, it's a lighter colour, a sort of peachy colour, and that also has streaks through it. That is also curly, but it has some product in it, but not as much as the top does. Now, she is wearing a little tartan tam o' shanter style cap. I don't know if that tartan is one that Mattel made up specifically for this doll. If it is, I am going to assume that is her clan tartan, so that would be the McNessie clan tartan, because McNessie would be the clan that she belongs to. She has a black Loch Ness Monster themed earring. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video that Nessie, Lorna McNessie, is the daughter of the Loch Ness Monster, and I think that's quite cool. I do quite like her earring. Her ears, I don't know if you can see that well under the earring, so I'll show you the other side, are kind of like fins. Her skin's a sort of bluey green colour, kind of like Laguna's, but a different shade, I'd say. And she does have makeup. She has a sort of greyish eyeshadow, 2 different shades of grey, and pink lips with fangs painted on. Now moving on to her clothes, she is wearing a red and black top with frilly sleeves and a black net part at the top. Show you up close. She also has on a black belt which has Celtic knot designs on it, which I think is quite nice. Now her skirt, it has a Loch Ness Monster design on it, and it is blue and red with black detail. It's sort of, rather than being and going all the way around properly, it sort of wraps around and it's loose at the top. It's made from a different material to her top. The material that her top is made of is quite soft and quite fine, and this is a bit harder. Now moving on down to her shoes. These are her shoes. They are black and they are laced up at the front. The heel parts are like brick. They're supposed to be like a castle, I think. They're supposed to evoke the image of castles because Scotland has a lot of historic castles. So that's quite nice. And the bottom of her shoes, the soles have brick designs on them as well. Now she has fins on her arms. Her hands are webbed. Show you her close, which I think is quite nice. Sorry about that, I just love playing with these dolls. I don't tend to play with them as such because I'm an adult. I have them displayed in my shelves, but whenever I take them out of the box I'll just sit and do that because I love how well done these are. I love how they have a lot of articulation. Anyway, she also has fins on her legs. I am not sure if these are removable. They are held in with elastic bands, so I'm going to assume that they are removable, like Laguna's fins. I'm keeping the elastic bands on in case they fall out and get lost. If they are removable, that is. As I said, I'm not sure, but I want to keep the elastic bands in just in case. Because my Laguna that I have, she was a second-hand one that a friend gave me. She did not have fins when I got her, they'd obviously fallen out at some point and got lost, which was quite a shame. But nevertheless, I still love her because Laguna is my favourite character, and I love any dolls of her regardless of whether they're complete or not. Anyway, she has a tail, and it is plugged in at the waist, and there's a hole in the back of her skirt for her tail to come out of. It has fins. It comes down to a point and there's a bit of a fin at the end of it. I have no idea if her tail is removable or not. I am not going to attempt to pull it out on camera in case it goes horribly wrong. I will have a look at it myself later. She has all the points of articulation that Monster High dolls usually have. She's articulated in the head, but in the top of the arm, at the elbows, yep, the wrists, at the waist, at the knees, that's it. I keep forgetting that it's just the male dolls that have articulation in the feet. I've only ever reviewed one male doll, but they have articulation in the feet, I know that, and the girls don't, which is kind of annoying. Now, Lorna came with a stand and a hairbrush. They were not visible in the box, they were tucked down a side compartment in the box, but they were easy to get out. They weren't secured into the box at all, they were wrapped up in a polythene plastic wrapping that was just taped together, so they were easy enough to remove. Put these down to one side and show you the actual accessories she came with. She came with this little red handbag, which has a Celtic knot design on it, on the front and on that bit as well. And there is also a sort of Celtic cross design on the back as well, which is quite nice. The bag does open at the top and you can put things in it. I will probably put stuff in it later, I'm not sure, but I will keep it out of the way for just now. She also came with her little passport, which is black and it has a skullette on the top. I think that's quite cute. That I might actually put in the handbag so it doesn't get lost. And the final thing she came with was her, well, this isn't really one of her accessories, but it's her passport. Well, it's not really her passport, it's supposed to be a passport style journal type thing, since this is her first release. Now, on the inside, the cover, there is a picture of Lorna, and on the second page there is a bio and a journal entry. Now, because this is the European release, it has these two pages basically repeated in about 3 or 4 other languages, rather than having a full journal. And from what I've gathered, on the American release, that front page is designed to look like a passport rather than just having a photo on it. It's quite a shame that the European release dolls, the journals that come with them aren't as detailed or as full as the ones that come with the American releases. The ones that come with the American releases are actually, I like them. I think they're cooler than the ones that come with the European releases. The UK release should have got the ones that came with the US releases rather than this European one. It would have made more sense in my opinion. But at the end of the day, it is up to Mattel. Also, I'll just show you the back. It's not very interesting, but it's got the Monster High logo on it, and it's not got anything else in it. And also, let's open up the back. The back page is blank. So if you like this product review, don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at AiraponyTube and on Facebook at Airapony Productions, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Goodbye!